We're more than just neighbors. We're practically best friends. And we'd spend endless summer days together exploring the nearby woods, finding secret paths that led to landmarks only we know about. And in the late afternoon, we'd hijack the playground 2 blocks away. We'd turn seesaws into pirate planks, and swings into trapezes, and monkey bars into towering infernos. And some days, we'd both be wearing baseball caps. And when we did, adults would joke that you couldn't tell us apart except for your ponytail. That was the only way to tell that I was the boy and you were the girl. That was when we were 10. 3 years later, we were avoiding one another in junior high school hallways. Our friendship shut off like a faucet as we sought the approval of different cliques. And I saw you kiss your boyfriend hello at his locker each day. No longer sporting baseball caps, you wore capri pants and spaghetti strap tops. And I watched you speak I love you to him in secret codes made up of hair twirls and perfectly timed eye blinks. And I got the distinct impression that he didn't speak your language. But I did. I knew too much for my own good. And I never told anyone this then, but I spent many sleepless nights wishing I was you. But junior high was no place for this transgender tomboy to try to find herself. Well, with everyone acting out scenes from Lord of the Flies, and unwritten rules like boys hold their notebooks at their side, while girls cradle theirs against their chests. And I learned to settle for something less, like simply making it through the day without having anyone figure me out. So I wore oversized flannel shorts to distort my slender body, practice making stone cold, don't fuck with me faces to convince even the biggest pricks to leave the small kid alone. And in school, I excelled in science and math because I knew that numbers and facts could never betray me the way my own emotions could. I used logic as a shield, wielding opinions like battle axes at anyone who dared to get close to me. In other words, I turned into the cocky teenage boy that I was supposed to be. But I would have traded it all to spend one day in your shoes. And now, years later, I wonder if you felt the same way about me back then. Not that you wished you were a boy per se, but did you miss the part of yourself that would have liked to have played stickball or taken your rage out on my drum kit? And I'm starting to think that the same thing happened to both of us. At the age of 12, we split ourselves down the middle, allowed only to take half in adolescence. You took the feminine, I the masculine, but we both sacrificed half a human being to the gods of fitting in. We learned to say all the right things while biting our tongues, swallowed our pride, trying not to vomit up disgust. We both hated our bodies for choosing our fates for us. It took me 20 years to put the pieces of myself back together, and I'm still learning how to be both the giggling girl and the scientist. And I'm not sure what happened to you, but I'd like to imagine that you've managed to put yourself back together too. Thank you very much.